Online video games. An old assumption is that geeks who have no social lives play them. But how do these players feel about their online experiences? In this film, I will search for this answer by interviewing gamers ranging from high school to adulthood. Headshots and hit points, an analysis of gamer social views. Being a gamer myself, I decided that asking the interviewees about the types of games they play, games' effects on the real-world relationships, and how they felt socially while playing would be the best baseline for a question pool. And now for the interviews.
Mostly MMORPGs, massively multiplayer online games like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, Guild Wars to a lesser extent.
I play World of Warcraft, I play Counter-Strike. That's mainly it. Warcraft 3. Well, one of them's a massively multiplayer game where you have thousands of people all playing together. Counter-Strike's a first-person shooter, so you're playing on a team, but you have to kill other players. In Warcraft, that's just like you build a base, you have to kill other bases.
I used to play, and still do to a point, real-time strategy games, and some first-person shooter games, and some massively multiplayer, like role-playing type games.
Fantasy games like World of Warcraft are quite popular. This is because these types of games allow players to enter a new world, where the player can start a sort of second life and reinvent themselves.
Right now, I don't spend a whole lot, probably about maybe 10 hours a week. At one point it was to like 40 and 50 hours a week. It was kind of bad.
It's probably 20 to 30.
Probably about, say, 10 hours.
As you can see, online gaming can be very involving, and inexperienced players can easily lose track of time while playing.
I had some friends that played, but most of my friends I met through the game.
Mostly people I meet in the game, but yeah, it depends on the game too. Actually, it's almost always people I meet in the game.
I would say it depended upon the game, but overall, probably around 50-50. Maybe 75% towards real friends.
Online games are great for both keeping in touch with friends as well as meeting new ones. Online communities like guilds and clans are quite similar to real-life social clubs and societies.
It affected it, but I don't know that I would have spent that time with them anyway.
Yes. I mean, I'm playing the game and not spending time with them, but I don't know if I would be spending time with them if I wasn't playing the game. I don't know.
Yeah, I probably increased the amount of time I spent with my friends, because I would get together with them socially, virtually. So that went up. The time I spent with my family probably went down a bit. I was spending a lot of time with them anyway.
Relating back to the second question, inexperienced gamers can get carried away while playing. This can result in decreased contact with friends and family. However, at the same time, if a gamer plays with friends, it can increase the amount of time they get to communicate with one another.
Yeah, I felt like if I outside of online games, Jasper is a small town, so you don't get to meet a whole lot of people. So I'm still in touch with some friends I had met like 3 or 4 years ago, and I was able to make a lot of new friends using skills I learned online.
Well, yeah, I think I do. I think it's easier because they don't know you. So I don't know. Just, it's easier.
Yeah, well, you have that facade on, that comfort layer of anonymity. So yeah, you feel pretty comfortable based on your playing ability, really. So if you're really good, then you feel very confident and you feel like you can say anything anyway.
Online games are all about communication and making decisions that will affect the goal the player is trying to reach, whether it's slaying a dragon or trying to defuse a bomb. Making friends online is made easier by letting players appear the way they wish, and by requiring teamwork and accomplishing missions and quests.
Nah, I felt like I was not embarrassed about it because I didn't care what people thought, because I would always have friends when I came home. Like either friends that I had met in Jasper moved away, or friends I just met online. I knew that they would always be my friends even if people didn't like me in Jasper.
Do I ever feel social nerves? I don't know. I still act normal. It's hard to say. I still act normal, but you can be more open, I'd say, too. I mean, yeah. Still act normal, but you have to act less normal. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, everyday social norms. Yeah, because you feel like you can just blur out things. People will just ignore you if you do. You learn to ignore other people when they do. So, because everyone's ignoring social norms, it just becomes this like chaotic environment where you just end up filtering based upon what you feel is appropriate, and so it's just and then there's a certain etiquette that is a online social norm, I guess, too. So you feel less bound down by the social norms that probably exist elsewhere, but there's new ones that you're exposed to too.
Basically, online games are their own worlds, so they obviously have their own social norms. Because of this, players feel more free to act the way they wish, without fearing others' opinions so much. In other words, players have a higher sense of social freedom while playing online games. In the end, these players found online gaming to be a great way to meet new people and to keep in contact with old friends. And so, online games are like new societies for players to interact in. Because of this, I conclude that online gamers are not lacking in social relationships. Instead, they can potentially have more relationships due to belonging to multiple societies.